Hello guys, welcome to episode 3 of the American Football Revolution. It's me, Bad Jokes FM, back at you once again with another video. As you can see, it's the 17th of December 2016 and we've got two games for you guys today, both of them in the league. We're going to be taking on Chicago at home, Gendo FM's team. Hello mate if you're watching. And we're going to be taking on New England as well in the league. We're not going to be playing the Miami game. I'll show you why in a minute. That's in the Super Bowl. And yeah, if we go through the results, you can see on the left hand side here, we are second in the table, 7 points behind Toronto. But it's not as bad as it looks, because you was with me last for the New Orleans Jesters game, and we won that 5-0 the first leg, and since then we've not lost in the league. We drew 0-0 with Salt Lake following that up, and then after that game we lost to New Orleans in the second leg of the Super Bowl, but we'd already won the game. That was very much an under-18s team, so I wasn't really that disappointed. Didn't really care too much, if I'm honest with you. But then following that up, we drew another 2 in the league. We drew with New York City, which is Manchester City's feeder club. We drew with them 0-0. We drew with Houston 1-1, a goal there in the last minute to rob us of an extra 2 points that might have had us a bit closer to the top of the table. And so that was a bit disappointing. But then following that up, we've won, 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row. 3 of them in the league. We beat New York Cosmos 3-0. Iheanacho getting a hat-trick. Very good performance from him. He's finally starting to pay back that 96 million quid we spent on him. And then the next game after that is going to explain why we're not playing Miami today. We've played them in the first leg of the Super Bowl about a month ago now. So quite surprising it's taken that long to get in between the two games. But it has, and so we won that 4-0. Will Johnson with a goal, Iheanacho with a couple, Andre Gray finishing it off, and Dennis Dijkmeyer got himself sent off. So decent result that. I'm happy with that. We should be progressing into the next round of that competition. And then in the league, we've beat Portland Timbers 4-2. We beat LA Galaxy 5-0. Amazing result that was. That was on my stream, because I've started streaming this save now. That was yesterday, and I'm going to be streaming it again today. I'm hopefully going to have this video up about 2:30, 3, and I'll be streaming about 5 o'clock over on Twitch. I'll have the link to my Twitch channel down below if you want to come and check that out. And then we followed that up with a 0-0 draw against Atlanta. Where are we? There we are. Very disappointing result that. Not really sure what happened in that game. They just sort of held out and we just couldn't break them down. But then following that up, we beat FC Dallas 4-0. So that was a cracking result, that was. All sort of came together in the second half once they had a man sent off. Iheanacho again with a goal, Victor with one, and Troy Deeney coming off the bench to get a couple. So very happy with that. And then in our latest game, we drew again, a game we really should have won. How Seattle got a point, I don't know. They had a man sent off right at the start of the second half. And then Iheanacho scored early-ish in the second half. And then I thought we was going to go out and boss it and win a couple games, but that's not what happened. And then Svensson's with the goal right towards the death, just to get the equaliser. So that's sort of been our problem. We've drawn far too many games so far this year. If we just have a look at how many games have we drawn actually? 8. So even though we've only lost the 1 game in the league this year, it's them 8 draws that have really kept us quite a long way behind Toronto. But with all that said, let's go and crack on with the game for today. We've got Forster in goal, Say at left back, Shawcross and Brooks, and Dijkmeyer finishing off the old defence. Nocerino and Johnson in the midfield, because Fabian Delph, and I'll show you Kako as well, Fabian Delph has got an injury. He's out for 4 months. So that's a little bit disappointing, because he was going to be our captain for the next few months. Because as anybody who saw on my stream yesterday, they'll see that Kaka is out for 3 to 4 months. So that's very, very disappointing. Two of my bigger players are out, but we should still be able to do okay. And up top, we've got Marcel Sabitzer on the right, Tillmans as the main attacking central midfielder, Victor on the left, and Kalichi Iheanacho, 96 million quid man up top. Let's go and get a win. And Will Johnson's going to be captain for the day, apparently. And media prediction is saying they think it's going to be a tight game, but they think Chicago are going to lose. We're on a high and home advantage should be enough to get the victory. Let's really hope it is, so we can keep the pressure on Toronto, who today are playing New York City, so maybe we might have a chance to catch them up just a little bit. And I'm going to say to the lads, we're the favourites here, just keep our run going. And nobody's taken much notice at all. And okay, as always, at this point in the video, just want to say thank you to everybody that's been watching and subscribing and following me on Facebook, on Twitter even. Or even if you've seen my posts on Facebook, thank you for that. And also anyone who's followed me on Twitch, I am going to be streaming quite a bit more on there now. I've finally got all that sorted out. If anyone's not used it, use Bebo if you want to stream. Fantastic bit of kit. It's helped make my stream so much easier. And so here we go, Sabitzer with our first shot of the game, and it goes over the bar. And so yeah, just thank you to everybody who's been watching and subscribing. It means an awful lot to me. And our first proper highlight, Johnson with a free kick, and that was dreadful. Far too easy for the keeper there. Almost 20 minutes gone, Sabitzer coming forward with a ball for us. He loses it to Schweinsteiger. And Schweinsteiger with a ball forward to Janino, to Deliu. What kind of a name's that? Deliu. Yeah, Deliu. Shawcross, Iheanacho, no. Doria, McCarthy to Akam. And Akam coming forward with the ball. Is our defence going to stop him? Yeah, they do. Shawcross, the great blocker there, getting it away to Iheanacho. And Iheanacho loses it. Neither side being able to keep hold of the ball too much at the minute. Johnson now to Iheanacho. Iheanacho with the ball. And cuts inside to Tillmans. And Tillmans with a long shot, but it's hit a defender and gone out for a corner. But so far, early doors, we've had 6 shots to their 1 and 60% of the ball. So it's all looking positive early on. Johnson with a corner, but it gets headed away. Iheanacho to Say, to Victor. And awful shot that. Now Chicago coming forward. McCarthy with the ball in the centre of the pitch. Goes forward to Schweinsteiger. And it goes forward to Akam. Akam, is he going to pass it? He does. Goes to Schweinsteiger again, to Nikolic. And Nikolic plays it back to Schweinsteiger. He's everywhere today. And Wijnaldum with the ball. Sabitzer takes it off him there very nicely. And is Iheanacho going to be able to do anything with this? Nope, he just heads it on to absolutely not. Brooks with a free kick, just short to Dijkmeyer. Sabitzer out wide, Dijkmeyer with it. And goes wide to Johnson, to Iheanacho. Iheanacho back to his man, to Tillmans. And that's Iheanacho who's in, and that's 1-0 up. Very nice goal. Iheanacho with his 14th of the season. We are still challenging Toronto. We are pushing them all the way. Very nice goal this. Let's go and have a butchers in 3D. Here we are, Iheanacho. Back to his man, to Tillmans. Somebody's obviously not put 50p in the meter. It's looking very dark here. Somebody's got to turn the lights on, surely. But Iheanacho gets the ball into the back of the net. Now Nocerino coming forward again. Johnson with another shot, and that's 2-0. 2 goals in as many minutes. We have taken complete control of this game. Will Johnson with another nice goal. Let's go and have a look at this. See if anybody's managed to turn the lights on. No, they haven't. So Nocerino to Johnson. Johnson with a nice long shot there. Just takes a slight deflection, I think you can say, off the defender. And that's 2-0. 27 minutes almost gone. Johnson now with the ball to Victor. Inside to Tillmans, to Johnson again. We're keeping the ball very nicely. Nocerino. Is he going to get into the box? He doesn't. He goes to Sabitzer. Back to Nocerino, to Iheanacho. And that's a shot that gets blocked. It goes away. But Say collects it. And Breck Say with the ball. Is he going to find a teammate? No, he doesn't. Iheanacho now with it, coming forward. Sabitzer beats his man, and it's a shot, and that's 3-0. How many are we going to get today? 3-0 up. Sorry, Gendo, if you're watching, but your Chicago team is taking one hell of a beating. Here we are in the 3D. Iheanacho plays it through. Sabitzer just first time whacks it nicely, very nicely into the goal. That's half time, 3-0 up, can't really complain at all. This has been a quite phenomenal performance ever since we got the first goal. Told everyone I'm happy, and finally they're taking some sort of notice of us, and they are all extremely delighted, which is wonderful. Now let's go and crack on with the second half. 49 minutes gone, first highlight of the second half, and it's Chicago coming forward, but we intercept it and just clear it to absolutely nobody. So Chicago are going to come again. Now it's McCarthy with a ball to Nikolic, and is he going to get it wide to a teammate? No, we've taken it off him. Shawcross back to Forster, wide to Dijkmeyer, to Sabitzer, and now inside to Johnson, and wide to Victor. We are keeping the ball, so nice. And Victor running out the defence. Can he beat his man? No. He goes to Tillmans, to Nocerino. Nocerino in a little bit of space. And he's fouled there by Johan Kappelhoff. And the referee's going to have a word with him. What is the ref going to say? Come on, what's his decision? He's just given a warning apparently. And so he's going to be able to get back into the wall or do whatever he wants to do. Johnson with the free kick, and that's just over the bar. Schweinsteiger now with the ball, forward to McCarthy, and McCarthy to Delu, and is he going to get it back to McCarthy? He does. McCarthy's in space, he shoots, but Forster with the stop. Very, very nice stop there. It's going to be Schweinsteiger to take that corner, he whips it in, Brooks heads it away, it's going to go out for a Chicago throw in, which is under a little bit of pressure at the minute. Just need to get rid of this attack. And now Johnson with another free kick, and again that's gone over the bar. I think I'm going to take him off just to stop him from taking free kicks. Okay, just about an hour gone, and now I've made 3 changes. Brought Will Johnson off for Jonathan Spector. Sabitzer has lost his place to Andre Gray, and Iheanacho is being rested in favour of Troy Deeney. Let's see if Troy can come on and nick us a couple goals and get us a nice big win, just to let Toronto know we are still around. We are still going to be a threat here this year. 62 minutes gone, Tillmans with a free kick, and that's just as bad as Johnson. Well, Chicago coming forward again. Ivan will coming forward, and he's won a foul off Brexay. And what's going to happen with this free kick? If Chicago score now, I'll be a little bit nervous. Schweinsteiger runs up, hits it, and just bounced in front of the keeper. But we have survived. Deeney now with the ball, coming forward, back to Tillmans, to Spector in a little bit of space. Can he find a teammate? He does. He goes to Nocerino, forward to Victor. Victor with it back to Say. Say's a lot of space here if he could just cross it, but he decides not to. Goes to Nocerino, back to Say, back to Nocerino. 1-2 going on between them there. Now Tillmans with the ball, Andre Gray. Deeney has a shot and taken a massive deflection and gone out for a corner. Victor with that corner whips it in, and Say is beaten to it there. And Dijkmeyer is going to be the first one to this. And is he just going to whip it into the box? No, he goes to Say. And Say, if he turns, he's got a man in space. But of course he doesn't. So he goes to Tillmans, who finds the man in space. Can Victor keep this in? No, he can't. Victor just down the left-hand side of the pitch now, just coming forward. Goes to Tillmans, to Nocerino, to Victor. And Victor with the ball. Is he going to get past his man? No, he's not, but he plays it to Tillmans. And Victor there, can he keep it in? Yes, he can this time. But Deeney's just beaten there just about. But Spector on the edge of the box. He goes for the shot and goes out for another corner. Our 10th of the game. Quite a phenomenal amount of corners we've had today. Victor with it, and is Shawcross going to get to it? No. Brooks is even beaten to it, and now Nocerino collects it, and now goes to Dijkmeyer, who goes long and absolutely sod all happens. Victor with the ball, plays it back to Say, to Spector. Spector with it to Nocerino, who shoots and all off the post and comes out. And now 5 minutes left. Are we going to get another goal before the end of the game? well, that would be a good time to get another goal. If you get a goal after the game, there's no point. It doesn't really count. Last 20 odd seconds of the game, Tillman's just coming forward. Referee, if you just want to blow your whistle now, I will not be too disappointed. Say, come on, to not Torino, to Victor. And he loses the ball there. And Smith clears it. Sawcross to Spectre. And Spectre just coming forward. Come on, referee, blow your whistle, let us all go home. Eventually he does. And that's a very, very nice result. 3-0. Very good performance. Couple of people are very tired, but hopefully they'll be rested in time for the next league game. And everyone looks extremely delighted. So I'm very, very happy with that. Hello guys, once again this video has gone a little bit longer than I did intend to, so I'm actually going to leave it there for the minute. And so if you've enjoyed that video, give me a thumbs up down below, subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell button, all that good stuff, follow me on Twitter. But don't worry, I have just recorded the New England game, so if you want to go watch that, that's going to be on a separate video, which should be available somewhere up here on the video. I'll post a link to it. And so thank you for that, and just one thing left to say, I am Bad Jokes FM, I am out.